Speaking of not rocking with things, I believe Wembanyama thought he won the championship when he beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Victor Wembanyama, bro, I got this. Victor Wembanyama is getting his long legs handed to him by Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. We couldn't have seen this coming, right? Ain't no way we saw this coming.
I did, because the way that man got relaxed when the journey was just now beginning. You're facing the only unbeaten team.
The crying,
The shaking, the jumping, the gyrating, the picking each other up on lifting each other on each other's shoulders and crying tears. And we fought our whole career to be here. We the kings of the West.
Yeah.
SGA, who, Chet, who, all of that. I knew the moment I saw all that celebrating, just like that Pat Beverly. We talking about Pat Beverly style celebration.
Yeah.
On top of the table?
The play-in, yeah, like we won the play-in. We won the play-in. No, you're just now starting the journey, buddy.
Yeah.
Though that doesn't say NBA champions yet. It says Western Conference Finals. When you put that shirt and that hat on that says Western Conference Finals, it doesn't say NBA champions. It doesn't say NBA Finals. It says Western Conference Finals. You have a whole nother 4 to 7 games to play.
You know, Chris, I told you about the numbers, bro. I told you the numbers were not in favor for the Thunder to win. Everything that they were saying, 90% of the time, 80% of the time, game 5, and blah, 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 like all of this stuff that they were saying. And the battle, they've never lost 2 at home in a row in the playoffs. They are 9. Bro, the numbers always come. The only number I ain't seen to come back and hunt the NBA is the 0-3. LeBron got close. 3 down being 3-0, down being, what was it? He came back 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 with the Cleveland.
That's
close enough. That's close enough.
That's close. But the numbers were also saying that, what do they say? Out of the last 10 champions, only 3 of them have been the East.
Yeah.
That this is this is the chance for the East to get it. Like, the last 5 have been Western Conference. These are some of the things that they were saying last 4. Come on, bro. Like, it was set up. Because my last point, if we would have got to the finals, we would have lost to the Knicks. The numbers say it. Everything that they're saying, every way that they're setting it up, we weren't going to win no way. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, more and more as I've gotten to sit on it, and I put it in the chat, we were never going to win without J-Dub and AJ Mitchell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know Chet would have had to, Chet would have just had to just play amazing. You know what I'm saying? And he just couldn't get that type of inspiration to just play like it really, like he needed this. He just there was nothing that could give him that drive and that determination. Like that desperation to I got to perform and be desperate for this. So and not having J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, we just weren't going to win this. But as it pertains to the Spurs, I mean, you can let Wemby tell it when he's in the press conference and he's saying he's had a horrible time trying to adjust off of coming off the Western Conference high, which now it's looking like that might be their NBA champion for their NBA championship for the year. And I mean, the job was never finished. I mean, you're proud about knocking off the Thunder, the NBA champions of last year.
As well as you should be proud.
As well as you should be proud, but let's be clear.
Not to that degree. Not to that degree.
If you're the Spurs, you've already beat us 4 times in the regular season, so you got to act like you've been here before, and like this is not the only thing you're trying to do. And so we don't know how it's gonna be. We don't know how it's gonna play out, but we know it's gonna be very difficult for them to tie this going that away because you dropped 2 at home. For the life of me, I don't know how that team being as good as they are, drop it 2 at home. But the Knicks are a totally different team than the Thunder. All it took is some damn determination and some grit. with their bigs.
Yeah.
Like Cat
To.
is
Yeah.
not afraid to drive and attack the basket with Wimby there.
And
He's just not. But
OG
we're
still in the show, blocking the paint,
and
protecting the
OG.
rim,
What you mean?
defensive
Garrett,
two-way
what you
threat.
mean? Jalen Brunson, literally the shortest man on the floor,
Yeah.
going at Wemby.
And
Yeah.
he don't miss his rhythm. His rhythm, once it take off, it take
Yeah.
off.
Oh, yeah.
And Wemby got to play the whole game. That's the thing that we
Yeah.
expose. We expose that this guy has to play almost every minute that he can play.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't be out the game
Yeah.
up to 2 minutes because we gonna take over.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Yeah.
credit the Spurs at only. I can't credit them nowhere else. Castle, okay, cool. But Wemby he's the guy. If you take him out, we would have won. Even with as wounded and injured as we are, we still would have won without Wemby being in the game. But we can't speak that because that wasn't a thing. We can't speak about that. Then that's when people want to be like, see, oh, y'all need somebody to be hurt to win. How Halliburton was hurt. That's how y'all won last year because Halliburton was hurt. No,
I mean, the Spurs have been dealing with, or the Spurs have had series against teams that have been injured. I mean, we got to be clear about that. Damian
let's speak
Lillard
on it.
with the Blazers, second round. You got Anthony Edwards. I mean, Anthony Edwards was never good that whole time.
Dante DiVincenzo. Yep.
Yeah, DiVincenzo was out, and I mean, and we obviously know what happened with the Thunder. So, the Spurs are, though a good team, they're lucky from the standpoint that they got to play teams that just didn't have all their troops. Now, give them credit for making it as far as they are, but now you're talking about a team which nobody thought would be competition for either the Spurs or the Thunder. And now they're showing that they actually belong and no, you're going to have to deal with us. And that's a good team. And they've been able to watch film and watch tape and look at the things that have not been working for other teams. And they ultimately just said, we're going to attack Wemby. Like he's going to have to block every shot, which is what I told y'all that the Thunder, why teams just are scared to do this. I don't know. But Wemby's going to, and that's what they're doing. He's going to have to block every shot. He can't block all of them. He's going to get a good handful, but he can't block all of them. And you're hoping to get him in some type of trouble or making the other step up on defense.
Well, having a big man that can shoot definitely helps too.
And
I mean, away from the rim.
And I mean, he's just so. And now I'm confused because before this playoff run, I really don't feel like I would have seen anybody putting Cat over Chet before the series, but or before these playoffs. But after this year, when you're seeing Cat just opposing his will on Wimby, and I watch Chet literally, it's not saying you're not talented to do, but you're not even trying because you're that shook. Like when I see things like that, I'm like, man, Cat, he's not, and we're talking about a Cat that's a vet at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
So Wemby, Chet is still young. This is only Chet's third physical year, fourth altogether, but he didn't play that rookie year. So this is like his third physical year, so he's still really young. But Cat's been in the league for years, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's seen the highs and lows throughout his career.
So I don't know why I was shocked to kind of see how it's kind of playing out with Cat and those other guys not being afraid to go at Wemby and like they on some. We don't see this alien thing that y'all talking about. He's human. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel like that they're moving.
Bro, Cat's been in the league for 11 years.
Yep.
An established vet.
And they've been playing with him for about 10 of them. They've been disrespecting his name for about 9 or 10 of them 11 years.
Yeah.
Down to his voice, down to his mannerisms.
Yeah.
Bro, I think he's sick of all of that. I think Cat is like, bro, y'all about to put some respect.
Definitely seeing a more serious Cat in these moments, a more grateful Cat in these moments. Like I said, I think that a lot of it boils down to coaching. When we talk about Mike Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like, those things matter. And so bringing out the best out of Cat and challenging Cat, when you have coaches like Mike Brown, who's dealt with, He literally had the greatest player in a lot of people's eyes of all time, play for him. Like, why was Phil Jackson such a great coach? Because he knew how to coach people like Michael and Kobe and Shaq. You know what I'm saying? And Pimpin. Like, because he was able to coach those larger-than-life personalities, literally at the time, a top 5 slate of players that he was coaching. You can go further than him and go, why was Pat Riley considered to be great? Because of those personalities, the Magics. You know what I'm saying? The Showtime Lakers. Like, come on. So when you have somebody like a Mike Brown who's had a LeBron, he could really speak something into this player that other people otherwise wouldn't be able to. He still has that magic to talk their language.
Well, Mike Brown is also was a part of those Warriors,
The Warriors,
dynasty.
yeah.
I mean, Mike Brown, he knows what to do
He
at
knows
this point in
ball,
his
yeah.
career. You know what I'm saying? The coaching is gonna be there. He did outside of that first round. I mean, the Knicks have been cruising outside of that first round. I want to say they were down 1-3 in that or 1-2 in that first round. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And after that, I mean, it's just been totally different. So credit has to go to Mike.
What
And
is
it
it?
may look like
13?
what
Is it
basically,
13 or 12 in a row now?
man, it's
This is
something like that.
13. This is 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah, they were 11 going before the series started.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah. So that's 2, that's 13. Yeah, bro. Is that not crazy?
Bro, wild. That's why I never thought that they were going to come in and just like have a dominant first 2-3 games. Like I felt like the first 2-3 games are going to be a struggle, especially it kind of, if we want to talk numbers, look at every game as far as like who stole game 1. I mean, every series, like look at who steal game 1 and ultimately what that results in. The person that can get game 1 is probably the person that's going to win it all, especially if we talking about they win it away. The teams that win it away,
yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna win the first
bro,
2 away.
Look, well, I mean, what can you call on when you go to the Mecca of basketball? Like I said, I believe that the NBA has this way. They're not gonna let them sweep. Or maybe they do let them sweep because they don't want them to erase the Warriors, right? Because they only got to get to 15, right?
Yeah,
I think they said the Warriors won 15 in a row.
Right.
And 16 in a row is no losses, right?
Yeah, that's just a clean sweep every series.
They won 15 in a row. So if you allow them to sweep, that is the record tied with the Warriors. And we know those Warriors teams are darlings of the NBA because they changed the game so much. That's true dominance. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe the NBA has. Hey, Chris. Maybe they hire Scott Foster, to come in.
The extender.
The series extender.
Yeah, that's the
in order to help work some magic. But I mean,
Tony Brothers tried, but hell, it wasn't enough. The Spurs so damn ass they couldn't even win last game, and the rest were horrible. Were definitely in their favor. So
I mean, you got dumb fast mistakes.
So does this make you guys think any differently of Wemby? Do you think the league is going to think differently of Wemby?
No,
or does this just kind of knock down the fear of the Spurs?
I mean,
does it make them now look beatable?
Wemby is definitely the NBA's golden boy. I mean, it ain't gonna be so we're gonna have to deal with him for years.
He's gonna be around for a long time. This doesn't mean anything. If anything, they're gonna use this to say he learned from these moments. That's all they're gonna say.
Exactly. Like he's gonna be like
this motivated him, this fueled him, this built him to be the monster that he's gonna be in the years to come.
The Thunder should think less of Wemby. The Thunder should, the next time we play them, needs to take their heart, take their soul. The second that they felt blood when they beat us in that championship that we wasn't taking for real, and I want to go to that as well, bro. Like you said, the Spurs felt like they won a championship. They got their ring. Yeah. Does the Knicks not deserve credit for not hanging that banner for winning the in-season tournament? Are they really about to be the first NBA team ever to win an in-season tournament and an NBA championship?
They might.
Could be.
So I mean, the fact that they said that's not our championship or that we only respect real championships, did that not serve them very well?
That'd be, yeah. Yeah.
They
It
had a
looks
great
like it.
mindset with it. If that was the
Oh, and
mindset,
then
that's
think
how you
about
should
it
see
like
it.
this. Think about it like this. The NBA gonna have a real problem because all this competitive action that you were getting from these players in the in-season tournament, and they refuse to run a banner until they got the real one. Is that not going to change the way the league, the players itself, look at the in-season tournament as just a money grab? Come on,
Yeah.
there are stats that aren't even counting in this tournament. And now you follow that up with a team that said, yeah, we won that, but that ain't about nothing.
That's for Adam Silver.
That's for that's
Silver.
that's the
Everything
governor
Silver was
is
stuff.
that
cooking
has
with
been
it.
the narrative for quite some time. Anything big wise, like change wise with the NBA, it's always been Adam Silver did that. We're
Yeah,
doing
he
it
want to
for
put a stamp.
him.
He want to
The
put a
players
stamp
don't
on the
want to
NBA.
do it. The players aren't buying into Adam Silver's ideas to bring in more viewership and sponsorship money and dollars and yada yada. So yeah, everybody's always just doing that to please Adam Silver. The moment that we don't get Adam Silver is when we don't get those type of tournaments and
I mean, it was great
things
at
like that.
first. Like
Because
it was great at first. That first year, bro, it was playoff basketball in the
right.
middle of the season. That's the reason why they did it. People cared. People was hooping. We were seeing highlights. Like these things were really good things that were happening.
Right.
But
That's
now,
true.
and people were laughing at the Knicks. That's the only championship y'all gonna get in. Y'all don't want to hang the banner. Now look, the NBA gonna have to take a real hard look into that in-season tournament because these players are going to revolt. They're going to be like, for what?
I'm already saying for what, and I'm not even in the league. That's my real question. What is it? Like a cash prize or bragging rights? I
think they
mean,
say $500K for everybody that win, or is it $1 million?
I don't know what the number is, but
it's a lot.
mean, Silver was cooking when he, implemented the in-season tournament. Definitely a sense of competition and a sense of competitiveness in the middle of the season that you can see. And Silver can hang his hat on, well, hey, look at it. It was a success because both teams that was in it are in the NBA Finals. So you tell me what the in-season
Ooh, I
tournament
like that.
doesn't
I
show.
like that.
So, I mean, he
Ooh.
can hang his
So,
hat.
so you think he cooking like that?
Yeah, I mean,
You
he's
think
cooking. Silver.
that's really why we allowed them to win the in-season
Silver.
tournament
Silver
and
is
for them
cooking.
to also win the NBA championship so we
I
can
know.
bolster the glimmer and
Yeah.
the glitters of the in-season tournament? No way. No
Yeah.
way. That's a
Yeah.
bar.
you're saying he's in the
No
office
way.
backwards somewhere throwing stuff, saying, "I
Nah, I
told
No
ain't
y'all,
way.
saying
I
that. I'm
told
just
y'all, I'm the
saying.
I told y'all
Oracle.
this would work.
I'm the
I told you this
Oracle.
would work.
I'm the
Yeah,
Oracle.
yeah.
I know
Yeah,
basketball. Don't
he
question
definitely doing
greatness."
that. He definitely doing.
Dang.
He
Bro.
in there popping it like that.
I
Yeah, that's
like
heavy
that,
talk
bro.
right there. That's
Hey,
heavy talk
yeah.
right there. That's
Hey,
real.
hey,
That's
bro, I
real
was looking at it
commissioner
wrong.
talk.
I was looking at it
Yeah,
wrong,
we
bro.
not
I
looking
thought I
right.
was
We
cooking.
looking through the
I
wrong
thought,
lens.
hey,
Yeah, I was wrong too.
I had y'all in the first half. Come on. I was cooking at first. Come on, bro. I was cooking, but that right there. Yeah, that's why we got him on here, bro.